All right, good morning. We're going to do this. And this recording is available for those who are tuning in on demand. Either you're on Get Yoga Burn on demand or Learn It Live on demand. Welcome. This is Mobility Monday. Move and get loose. Get those hips mobile and activated and really tap into our overall strength. And yeah, strength within this flow. So let's start. We're going to start on the ground. Sukha Baddha Konasana. So you're on your back with the soles of your feet touching. You're placing one hand on. And you're just using this moment right now to literally come into your space. Okay? A moment to just simply, if you want to take this moment to pause, reflect on the weekend. Very perfect moment. It's totally okay with where you are, being totally still with where you are. I just heard something say, you think of what to do, or what want or desire you want now in your life. Do nothing, just be still. Be still until whatever that is that comes to you. And God made the action. If truly within your gut and heart, that's where you want to go. It's simply okay, just be. Because you've done enough. You've done. Deepen the breath on the inhale. Let the belly just fill up to the front, side, back, side. And extinguish the breath out of the mouth on the big hum. Go ahead and open your eyes, tee your arms out to the side. You can butterfly your knees open and close. Start to warm up. Bring your knees together, step your feet to the mat. You want to left knee. Knee drops side. Now as you bring to the knee drops, really allowing the hips to warm up. Now the fingertips to close. Feet flat, walking these close towards the butt. And just take an exhale, slowly lift the hips off the ground. Not too high. Lower the hips down and arch your spine, lifting your low back off the ground. Then you press your low back into your mat, push into the heels, lift the hips just like a little baby bird pose. And then you'll arch the back again. Round, press the low back into the ground, lift the hips. And then you'll arch the back. One more time, round with the hips, and then lower everything down. Pull your knees into your chest, round, tap your forehead to your knees if possible. Then release your head back to the ground, extend the legs, and then give me a micro bend in the knees. Lift your chest up, reach your arms towards the top of your mat. Gaze towards the belly button. Let your right leg lower on the inhale. Bring it back up on the exhale. Nice and gentle. Left leg towards the inhale. Exhale, bring it back. Lower on the inhale, exhale back up, lower, back up, hold there, beautiful, bend your knees, nice, and then extend your right leg forward, let the right leg come to the ground, pull the left knee into the chest, and then give yourself some hip snuggles, blocking the hip on the left side. Switch sides, left leg extends, it lowers to the ground, and then you'll just gently block it. You can bring it on the floor. Now knees into the chest. We'll take a gentle twist to the left side, left side. Deep inhale in through the nose. Relax your body here. Switch to the other side. Knees over towards the right side. Gaze left. Deep inhale in through the nose. And exhale out. Now extract your into your chest. And then you take 3 rocks, and the third rock, you come up to a seated position, and we will start knee drops. You can bring your hands to the ground to do these knee drops, just like this. Knees drop one at a time to the left side, and then one at a time. Now, we'll do one more each time. And then from there, this is a nice little fun rock back. Come up to your hands and
plank pose. Downward facing dog. Hold there. Pedal your feet out right to left to right, and downward facing dog. All right, lift the heels up for me, please. Wave forward to plank pose, and then step to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Shake your head, yes. Shake it, no. Slowly rise up on the inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Forward fold for me, please. Rise up to mountain pose, come up, palms pressed together. Swan dive, forward fold. Rise up again, mountain pose, hold here. Take a light back bend, lift up from the thighs as you do that, let the hips press forward slightly. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, you come up halfway, press your shoulders back. Plant your palms, step your right foot back, step your left foot back to plank pose. Tap the right elbow to the right knee to the right elbow, left knee to the left elbow. Hold there, bend the knees, push back to child's pose. Keep the toes on the ground, press your butt towards your heels. And then from here, make your way to plank pose into downward facing dog. Inhale again, heels high, bend your knees, gaze forward, walk on up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Slowly rise up on the inhale, circle the arms up. Palms come together, exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, rise again up to mountain pose. Swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Lift the chest, take a back bend, breathe. Inhale, mountain pose. Swan dive, forward fold for me, please. Halfway rise. Exhale, you'll take plank pose. Come and bring the knees to the ground, push the butt back towards the heels. Inhale, plank pose for me, please. Right knee taps the elbow, left knee taps the elbow, and take downward facing dog. Shake your head, yes. Shake it, no. Inhale, lift the heels, wave to plank pose, and then step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, rise up for mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Mountain pose. This time you'll take a back bend on the exhale. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms behind you. Flip the palms up towards the ceiling, draw the shoulder blades in. Now bring the hands forward, sit a little deeper there in chair pose. Take 3 pulses there, keeping your body weight in your heels. Nice. And then exhale, forward fold for me, please. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, we step back to plank pose. Tilt forward in plank pose, lower the knees to the ground, push your butt back towards your heels. Inhale, come up to plank pose, tap the right knee to the elbow, left knee to the elbow, back to downward facing dog. Right leg is up on the inhale, bend your right knee for me, please. Open the hip, circle the right knee around once, and then tap your right knee to your elbow. Bring it into your chest. Right leg is high. Step it through for your low lunge. Tap the back knee to the ground, lift the chest, step up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, we rise. Exhale, this time, forward fold into chair pose. Sit low into chair pose and take a forward fold. Half rise. From here, right leg steps back, left leg steps back, knees lower to the ground. Push your butt back to your heels. Come up to plank pose. Right knee taps the elbow, left knee taps the elbow. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale, sweep your left leg up, bend your left knee, open the hip first. Take a hip circle there. Continue that circle around to tap your elbow. Knees to chest, I think I did that. Left leg is high again. Step the foot between the palms for the low lunge. Tap your back knee to the ground, gaze forward, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, we'll just reset with a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up for mountain pose. Exhale, flat back forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, flat back forward fold into chair pose, come up. This time, sweep the arms back behind you, lift the heels, hold that balance. All right, sweep the arms forward and then lower the heels to the ground, forward fold. Half rise on the inhale, step back to plank pose on the exhale. Knees lower to the ground on the inhale, butt presses to the heels on the exhale. Inhale, we come up to plank pose. Right elbow, tap the left elbow, downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps up. Take a circle of the hip, tap the right knee to the elbow, and then bring the right knee to the chest. Right leg is high. Low lunge, back knee lowers. This time lift the chest, bring your palms to your thigh, front thigh, and then rise up to high lunge pose. Sweep the arms up. Bended knee, high lunge, bend the elbows, bend the back knee. Right away, thread your ribs in for me, please, and draw your right thigh bone into its hip socket. Beautiful. Bring the hands together and just take a couple of pulses here in this posture. Make sure your back heel stays lifted and you feel that activation through the front and the back thigh. Hold here, lengthen up, tilt forward, sweep the arms behind you. Bring the back heel to the ground and rise up for warrior two pose. Hold your warrior two posture. Toe heel your right foot over so it's in line with the arch of your back foot. Give a deeper bend through the front knee if possible. Inhale, straighten the right leg, pivot the right toes to the left side, and then left toes, you're facing the back of the mat for warrior two pose. Hold there. Again, align your heel up with the arch of the front foot, broaden through the collarbones. Breathe in and breathe out. Straighten the left leg, turn the left toes to the side. Make your way back to the front of the mat for warrior two. Side angle stretch, tilt forward, bring your right forearm to the thigh, hold there, and then lift the left heel off of the ground. Keep stretching through the left fingertips. Lower the left heel. Lift the left heel. Lower. Lift the left heel, hold, pivot forward into your low lunge. Back knee taps the ground. Lift the back leg up. Step back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left leg is up on the inhale. Bend the knee, take that hip circle, and then left knee taps the left. Left knee into the chest. Left leg is high on the inhale. Low lunge on the exhale. Bring your back knee to the ground. Lift the chest, rise up. Bring your palms to your front thigh. Use that to help bring you up to high lunge pose. Extend through the arms. Remember, wrap the ribs in. Bended knee, high lunge, bend the elbows. Hold there. Push into the front heel, lift the back heel. Exhale, bring the arms in and palms come to your heart center. Pulses. Just to warm up that right thigh. Yes, for 3, for 2, that's 1. Lift the back thigh for me, please. Bring the arms forward, tilt forward, and then spin your back heel down. Come up to warrior two pose. I believe that's what I did. Hold that warrior two again. Front heel to back arch alignment. Broaden through the collarbones, gaze forward, take a deep bend through the front knee if possible. Inhale, straighten the front leg, pivot your left toes in, turn your right toes to the back of the mat, and you're facing the back of the mat for warrior two. Readjust, heel to arch alignment. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out of the mouth. Straighten your right leg, turn the toes to the side, warrior two facing the front of the mat again. Inhale, tilt forward, lightly place your left forearm on the thigh, extended side angle. Stretch your right bicep over your ear. Now rotate your heart more towards the side wall. Draw the navel in, lift the right heel, and then lower the right heel. Lift the right heel and lower the right heel. Lift the right heel, hold, pivot forward, come into the low lunge. Tap the knee to the ground, and then step back to downward facing dog. From there, lift the heels, wave forward to plank pose, bend your knees, and then walk to the top of the mat, forward fold. Half rise, just a bit of a reset. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose, palms come together. Exhale, flat back, forward fold, come into chair pose. Sit lower there in chair pose and then rise up to one leg Tadasana balance on your right leg. Tilt forward so the body weight is more there in your toes and heels. And then slowly lift your right heel off the ground and lower. Just test your balance. If this is too challenging, don't do it. Slowly lift the right heel off the ground and lower. One more time, right heel lifts and lower. Left leg lowers, forward fold. Rise up for one leg Tadasana on the left side. Hold there. Keep the knee at least hip height. Tilt forward so the body weight is in the ball of your foot. Lift the left heel and lower. Lift the left heel and lower. One more time, lift the left heel and lower. Bring the foot to the ground. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Half rise on the inhale. Exhale, we take plank pose. Good stuff. Tap the knees to the ground, push the butt back to the heels. Wave forward to high plank. This time take low plank, bend the elbows. Hold your low plank posture. Press back up to high plank. Tap the right knee to the elbow. Tap the left knee to the elbow. Back to low plank, getting a little strength build here into up dog. Press down through the tops of the feet, draw your shoulders down your spine, hug the heels together, and then round back to downward facing dog. Hold. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, right leg sweeps up. You'll bend your right knee, take that hip circle, and then tap the right knee to the elbow. Right knee to the opposite elbow. It doesn't have to touch that opposite elbow, but hollow your upper back. Right leg is high. Exhale, low lunge. This time, full high lunge. We come up right away. We take bended knee, high lunge, bend the elbows. Elbows come in, lift the back side, tilt forward, reach the arms behind you, spin the back heel down, rise up to warrior two. Straighten the right leg, take warrior two to the back of the mat. Straighten the left leg, take warrior two to the front of the mat. Side angle to the front of the mat, lift the back thigh, and bring the back knee to the ground. Tap it, and then step back to down dog. Left leg is up, bend your left knee, circle the hip around. Left knee taps the left elbow, then to the right elbow. Left leg is high. Exhale, low lunge. We rise up to high lunge pose, bended knee, high lunge. Elbows come in, tilt forward, sweep the arms behind you. Go ahead and spin the back heel around, down, and then you come up to warrior two. Straighten the left leg, we take warrior two to the back of the mat. Straighten the right leg, we take warrior two back to the front of the mat. Side angle stretch, lift the back heel, pivot forward, tap the back knee to the ground, step to plank, into downward facing dog. Deep breath in, big breath out. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, come to plank pose, bend the knees again, and maybe hop on up to the top of your mat or step. Half rise, reset, forward fold on the exhale. Fully rise for mountain pose. Maybe take a back bend if you need that on the exhale. Mountain pose, swan dive, come up to chair pose. Sit lower in chair pose, floating chair, lift the heels off the ground. Bring the arms back forward, take chair pose into one leg Tadasana, right leg stays grounded. Nice, from one leg Tadasana, we'll take warrior three, hands to your heart center, extend your left leg to the back. Micro bend into your right knee, square your left hip down, hold there, breathe. Inhale back to one leg Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, one leg Tadasana, left leg is the balancing leg. Hands to your heart space. Exhale, warrior three, extend your right leg back. You can keep a micro bend in your left knee, or you can straighten the left leg if you're ready for that, but square your right hip down and point the right toes to the earth. Inhale back to one leg Tadasana. Exhale, release the right leg to the ground, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, you'll take plank pose. Tilt forward in plank pose, bring the knees to the ground. Come back to your child's pose. Inhale to plank. Exhale to low plank. Inhale back to high plank. Right knee taps the elbow. Left knee taps the elbow. Low plank again into upward facing dog. You don't have to do these. You can always skip them. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Right leg is high. Circle the hip. Right knee to the elbow. And an opposite elbow. Right leg is high. Low lunge. High lunge. Bended knee. Elbows in, tilt forward, sweep the arms behind you, spin the back heel down. Warrior two to the front. Warrior two to the back. Warrior two to the front. This time, Reverse warrior, reach up and back, hold there, lengthen through the right side and the back side of the body. Side angle stretch. From side angle stretch, lift the back heel. Now sweep the right arm up towards the ear. Hold and breathe. Beautiful work. Come all the way up. Straighten the right leg. Spin the left heel in. Take horse squat. If your stance is too wide, shorten the stance. Pulse in horse squat for 3, for 2, for 1. Sit low, rise up to star pose. Turn the toes in. Wide leg forward fold. Stay there in your wide leg forward fold. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, pivot the heart forward. Pivot to the front of the mat. Make sure you bend your front knee. Tap the back knee to the ground. Step back to down dog. Left leg is up on the inhale. Hip circles. Left knee to the elbow. Opposite elbow. Left leg is high. Low lunge. High lunge pose, we rise. Bended knee, high lunge. Elbows come in, tilt forward, sweep the arms behind you, spin your back heel in. Warrior 2 to the front. Warrior 2 to the back. Warrior 2 to the front of the mat. Hold here, inhale, reverse the warrior. It's not a back bend, it's a side body stretch. On the exhale, side angle stretch. First, we start by lightly placing that left forearm on the thigh. Now scoop the left bicep by your ear. Reach that arm forward, left arm up, all the way up to star pose. Right heel turns in. Shorten the stance here. Exhale, horse squat and pulse. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Star pose, turn the toes in when you rise up. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Shift your body weight into the balls of your feet. Let your head and neck anchor down to the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come up to the fingertips, scoop the chest up, pivot your body to the front of the mat. Bend your back knee, tap the back knee. So bend your front knee, and bend your back knee, tap it to the ground. Step back to downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, lift the heels, wave forward to plank pose. Bend your knees, push the butt back towards the heels. Hop up to the top of your mat or step. Forward fold, you're holding and breathing. Inhale in. Exhale out. Half rise, reset, hold, breathe. Inhale in. Exhale out. Take your forward fold. Inhale, rise up for mountain pose. Back bend on the exhale. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, right away, chair pose. Sweep the arms behind you. Balance, lift the heels. Nice. Inhale, chair pose, sit low. One leg Tadasana, left leg is up. Exhale, warrior 3 pose. Hold. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. Left leg is down. Take chair pose. One leg Tadasana. Right knee is up. Exhale, warrior 3. Tilt forward. One leg Tadasana, rise up. Forward fold to the ground. Nice. Half rise on the inhale. Plant your palms, take plank pose. Knees lower to the ground. Butt pushes to the heel. Back to plank pose on the inhale. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, high plank. Right knee taps the elbow. Left knee taps the elbow. Back to low plank. Into up dog. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Right away, right leg sweeps up. Circle the knee around. Knee taps the elbow. Then opposite elbow. Right leg high. Low lunge. High lunge, we rise. Bended knee. Elbows in, tilt forward, sweep the arms behind you. Back heel spins down. Warrior 2 to the front. Warrior 2 to the back. Warrior 2 to the front. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle stretch. Right away, right arm sweeps up. Lengthen the right leg. Turn to the side. Horse squat. Horse squat, rise, star pose. Wide leg forward fold. Hold. Now from wide leg forward fold, lift the chest, come up to the fingertips. Skandasana, bend into your back knee, left knee. You'll feel that stretch right underneath your right thigh. Beautiful work. Now bend into the front knee and pivot forward to a low lunge. Tap the back knee to the ground. Step back to down dog. Left leg is up. Circle of the hip. Left knee taps the elbow. Opposite elbow. Left leg is high. Low lunge. Rise up, high lunge pose. Bended knee. Elbows in, tilt forward. Back heel spins in. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Warrior two to the back. Warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle stretch. Left arm scoops forward and up by the ear. Bring yourself up to star pose. Exhale, horse squat. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, come up to the fingertips. Skandasana, bend into your right knee. That's the back leg. Hold and breathe. Bend into the left knee, and then you'll use that to pivot forward to your low lunge. Back knee taps the ground. Step to downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, heels rise, wave forward, bend the knees, push the butt back. Step or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fully rise up for mountain pose. Give yourself a back bend if you need. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair pose. Balance, lift the heels. Nice work. Lower the heels, rise up to one leg Tadasana. Left leg is up. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. This time, one leg chair pose. Place your left ankle right above your right knee. Take a seat if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Nice work. Inhale, back to one leg Tadasana. Chair pose on the exhale. One leg Tadasana, right knee is up. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. Exhale, one leg chair pose. Nice. One leg Tadasana. Right leg is down. Swan dive, forward fold. Half rise on the inhale. Plank pose. Knees tap the ground. Push the butt back to the heels. Wave forward to plank pose on the inhale. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, high plank. Right knee taps the elbow. Left knee taps the elbow. Back to low plank. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog pose. Hold. Now, right leg sweeps up. Hip circles. Right knee taps the right elbow. Left elbow. Right leg is high. Step it through for the lunge. High lunge pose. Bended knee. Tilt forward, sweep the arms behind. Back knee, low, heel lowers, warrior two to the front. Warrior two to the back. Warrior two to the front. Reverse. Side angle stretch. Rise up to star pose. Horse squat. Inhale, star. Wide leg forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. Skandasana, front of the mat. Make your way to your low lunge. Bring your back knee down to the ground. Take a half split. Use this moment to just pause. For 3, 2, 1. Rebend the front knee. Step back to down dog. Left leg is up. Hip circles. Left knee, left elbow. Right elbow. Left leg high. Low lunge. High lunge. Bended knee, elbows in, tilt forward. Back heel spins down. Warrior two to the front. Warrior two to the back. Warrior two to the front. Reverse the warrior. Side angle stretch. Come up to star pose. Horse squat. Star pose. Toes in, wide leg, forward fold. Nice work. Inhale, come up to the fingertips. Skandasana, back of the mat. Skandasana, front of the mat. Continue to pivot forward, front. Back knee lowers. Half split on that left side. You don't have to get the legs super straight if you can't. Nice. Rebend your front knee. Take plank pose. Press to down dog. Inhale, heels lift, way forward to plank. Bend the knees. Butt pushes back to the heels. Walk or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise all the way up for mountain pose. Exhale, hands come to your heart space. Close your eyes, just hold here. Breathe. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You've been moving basically for 36 minutes nonstop. Technically, you've moved enough. We can end class now, but we're not. Awesome. Take an inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, take chair pose. Sit as low as you can. And then push through the heels. Squeeze the core, rise up, mountain pose. Chair pose again, sit as low as you can. Wrap your tummy into your belly button. Tuck, 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 tuck here, and come back up. This time we'll do that again. We'll repeat. We'll tuck, 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 and then we'll lower all the way down to the ground. It's okay. You can plop to the ground. You don't have far to go. Hopefully you got enough cushion space there. Continue to rock on your low back. Just to massage the low spine. And then I'll meet you up in boat pose Navasana. So boat pose Navasana starts right here. Bring the hands underneath the thighs. If you need to bring the toes to the ground, you can. Or keep the shins parallel with the knees. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Tighten the core. Hold. 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 For 4, for 3, for 2, on the 1. Now rock back and you'll stay back on your back. From here, lift your chest up. Interlace the hands lightly behind the head and neck. You'll extend the right leg, pull it in, extend the left leg, draw it in. Extend the right leg, in, left leg, and in. For 4 more, for 3, for 2, for 1. Now from here, right leg extends only. It taps the ground and rises. Tap and lift. Now reach the hands forward as you do that. Lift the chest up a little higher. Tap and lift. For 4, squeeze. For 3, 2, 1. Let that right leg hover. Hold it there. Bring it in and out. In and out. In and out. For 4, for 3, for 2, that is 1. Left leg extends out. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. That's it. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Left leg hovers, bring it in and out. In and out. For 4, for 3, for 2, that is 1. Take a slight pause, rest. Maybe roll your head over to the right side and left side. Tilt right and left. Good stuff. Now from here, all I want you to do is butterfly your knees open. Okay, reach the arms forward. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 4, for 3, for 2, that is 1. Bring the hands behind the head, butterfly position. Here we go. We tap the elbows and knees right to the center of the body together at the same time. Tap, 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 tap. You should feel your low belly burning right now. Tap. That's it. For 4, tap. For 3, tap. For 2, tap. That is 1. Hold it there. Pull the knees in, elbows open. You'll twist right and left. Right and left. Right and left. Right and left. For 4, for 3, for 2, That is one. Bring the knees back into the chest. All you do is here is extend the arms, round it in on the exhale. Inhale, open up, extend, round in on the exhale. Inhale, open up, exhale, round in. There we go. Open up on the inhale, exhale, round in. 4 more. Bring it in. 3 more. Come on. Bring it in. 2 more. Bring it in. Last one. Pull it in. Hold. Breathe. Nice work. Feet flat to the ground. Let's stretch out the hips and core. Take bridge pose. Bump the hips up. Walk your shoulders underneath your back. Drive your knuckles towards your heels. Feel that stretch to the front of the spine and in your core. Then release the hands. Lower your hips to the ground. Nice. Rock up for me, please. Come around to your hands and the knees. Tuck your toes under. Take downward facing dog. And you'll hold your down dog. Hold the down dog there. Hold, 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 hold. I'll be right. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out of the mouth. Again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Right leg lifts high on the inhale. Right leg is up. Step your right foot through for the exhale. Nice work. You'll lower the back knee to the ground. Now watch this. You'll pivot forward, balance as you're coming through a bit of a crouching warrior. Come up to one leg Tadasana. Hold here. Keep your hands by your heart space. All right? Now from here, you'll tilt forward into that warrior 3 pose. Bring the back foot to the ground for a lunge. Okay? You'll pivot like you're taking warrior 2 to the back of the mat, but you're going right into Skandasana at the back of the mat. From there, you come back to the front of the mat into a low lunge or medium-sized lunge, not all the way to the ground. Tilt into warrior 3. Come up to one leg Tadasana. Take one leg chair pose. All right, come up. Bring your left foot to the ground. Reach the arms up on the inhale. Back bend on the exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Half rise on the inhale. Take high to low plank on the exhale. Skip it if you need to, okay? Up dog or cobra. You can see I skipped all of that. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps up. All we do from here is step the right foot through. All right? Back knee lowers to the ground, gaze forward. Step forward as if you're taking that crouching warrior, balancing on that right leg, and you're coming up. Oops. My mistake. Bring the left foot down to the ground and step back. Here we go. It's the left leg, it should be. Left leg is up on the inhale, back to down dog. I was like, something's not right. All right, step it through for the low lunge. Right knee taps the ground, gaze forward. Press off of that back foot, balance on the left leg, bend both knees, and then come up, and maybe you'll straighten the supporting leg. Good stuff. From here, exhale, warrior 3. Tilt forward. Bend into your left knee, find the ground with the back foot. You're in that lunge. All right, take warrior 2 to the back of the mat, but watch. As I take warrior 2 to the back of the mat, I'm going right away into Skandasana. Just like that, yes, Regina. Beautiful. From here, rise up. Take a lunge to the front of the mat. All right. Back into warrior 3. Fly with that into one leg Tadasana. From there, one leg chair pose. Back up into one leg Tadasana. Right foot comes to the ground. Rise up for mountain pose. Back bend on the exhale. Mountain pose on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. This time, all we're going to do is lift up halfway. Step your left leg back. Sweep your right leg up for 3-legged dog. Step it back through for low lunge. Tilt forward into a little crouching warrior. One leg Tadasana, we rise up on the inhale. Exhale, we take warrior 3. Inhale, we take a lunge. Exhale, skandasana, back of the mat. Inhale, lunge to the front of the mat. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, one leg tadasana. Exhale, one leg chair pose. If you can, tee the arms out to the side. Inhale, one leg tadasana. Left leg lowers to the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, low lunge, right leg steps back. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg sweeps up. Step it back through for the lunge. Tap the back knee to the ground, gaze forward, crouching warrior. Oh, it's almost like a little toppling tree too. This is gonna bring you to the top of the mat for one leg tadasana. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, lunge, high lunge. Exhale, skandasana, back of the mat. Inhale, lunge to the front of the mat. Exhale, back to warrior three. Inhale, one leg tadasana. Exhale, one leg chair pose. Tee the arms out to the side. Sit. Inhale, nice, Regina. Inhale, one leg tadasana. Right foot to the ground. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, left leg steps back. You continue. Inhale, right leg sweeps up. Exhale, step the right foot through for your lunge. Back knee taps to the ground. If you want to take standing split or full toppling tree, you topple over just like that with the fingertips on the ground. If you have that block, it's right there in front of you to help support with your balance. From here, bend both knees, you'll rise up to one leg tadasana. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, skandasana, back of the mat. Inhale, lunge, front of the mat. Back to warrior three. Inhale, one leg tadasana. Exhale, one leg chair pose. Adding on one little thing. Inhale, one leg tadasana. Exhale, Shiva, squat. Tap, wrap the left knee behind the right. Option to sit down. If you can, sit down in that. You can use that block when you sit down. Maybe you bring the block underneath your left hip for some support. Beautiful work. Take a pause. Now, if you're sitting down, you're going to shift your weight forward, pressing the weight into the right heel. You can use your block, bring it in front of the right foot. Come back up to one leg, Tadasana. Full Tadasana, forward fold. Half rise on the inhale. Right leg steps back for low lunge on the exhale. Left leg sweeps up on the inhale. Left foot steps through. Back knee taps the ground. You have that block there if you got it. Maybe you go into toppling tree or standing split. From there, we rise up to one leg Tadasana. Back to warrior three. Into your high lunge. Exhale, Skandasana, side of the mat. Inhale, back to that lunge. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. Exhale, one leg chair pose. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. Exhale, Shiva, squats. Sit down if you can. Bring the block underneath the right butt cheek if you need. Good. Now tilt forward, shifting. So when I tilt forward, I am pushing down onto my right shin to bring the weight into my left foot. You can use that block in the right hand to help bring you back up to one leg Tadasana. Full Tadasana, right leg is down. Swan dive, flat back, forward fold. Nice, inhale, half rise. Exhale, plant your palms, bend your knees. Hop or float back to low plank or step back to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath of air out of the mouth. Deep breath in on the inhale. Big breath out on the exhale. Step your right foot through for a low lunge. Bring your back knee to the ground. Runner's lunge, bring your right hand inside of the right foot and toe heel the right foot over. Pausing here. Good work. Nice. Come up to the fingertips or come up to a block. You can place the block underneath the left hand. Hug your right thigh back in, rotate towards the left side, right side, I'm sorry. Now from here, shift forward and then you'll bend your knee. Make sure you're not resting on the knee bone. Make sure you can feel more of the body weight on the fleshy part of the thigh. Flex the heel, pull the heel towards the butt. If you can grab the foot with your right hand, you'll grab it and give it a tug. If you're struggling, maybe try the other hand. If you're struggling with both hands, don't worry about it. Just as long as you get the heel towards the butt, you'll feel that deep stretch through your left thigh, front of that left thigh, all the way up through the hip, front of the hip. Breathe in, breathe out, maybe pull the heel a little closer, and then slowly release that heel. Toe heel your right foot back in. Go ahead and take a nice generous split, half split. From that half split, rebend your front knee. I like to bring my hand inside of the foot so that I can step back, the plank, and then I'm back in down dog, and I'm just gonna lift my right leg up. Gonna shake the hip around, and then I'm going to flip my dog. You don't have to flip the dog. Flip around, step the right foot behind you, lift the hips up to the ceiling, reach your right arm to the front of the room. And then out of that flip dog, I like to sort of lower my hips to the ground and ease my way around back into downward facing dog. And now just step your left foot through. Bring your left hand right away inside of your left foot. Bring the back knee to the ground. If you need space for the hips, you'll toe heel your left foot over. Feel what feels best for you in this runner's lunge pose as you take that stretch for your hips and thighs. Nice. From here, if you want to use the block, you'll bring it underneath your right palm. You'll rotate to the left side, look for the back foot, bend the knee, make sure in the fleshy part of the thigh, and then flex the foot. This is like flex. You'll see flex, pull the heel to the butt. If you want to, you can use your left hand to grab the foot to give a deeper, deeper, deeper stretch. Deeper stretch in your right quadricep and right psoas muscle, that is. Take another inhale here. Pull the heel closer on the exhale. Slow release of the foot. Toe heel your left leg back in so it's in line with the hip. Take a half split. Rebend your front knee. Step back to down dog. Pedal your feet out. Whatever you need to do, shake the leg out. Open the hip, bending the knee, flipping the dog, especially if you did it on the first side. Keep the body even. And then you'll make your way back to downward facing dog. Soften through your knees, push your butt back and up. And then come to plank, lower your knees to the ground. You'll come forward here. Give your thighs a little bit of a massage, just like that. Run the hands along your thighs. Then along your outer hips. And then tilt forward. Bend the elbows, you'll take a forward fold. I'm not gonna go too deep into my forward fold today. Good, inhale, scoop the chest up, rise up. Please slide your hips forward, rock back to your low back. All right. Good. Knees into the chest. Hold here. And now we'll take figure four pigeon. Start with your left foot on the ground, stack the right ankle on top of the thigh. This should feel very familiar when we were standing doing one leg chair pose. Very similar, right? Very similar, except we're just not balancing, but it's a very similar stretch. Pull the left knee forward. So that one leg chair pose does two things, you know. It's giving you a stretch and it's also activating the standing leg and the core muscles. So it's helping you stretch and also balance. So it's a 2-for-1 dual action, yin and yang in that position. Thread the needle if you haven't, go ahead and thread it. If you haven't, I didn't call it out because that was just feeling good. I just wanted to stay there where it was. Take one more inhale here. If you want to go deeper, pull the left knee forward, press the right thigh away from you on the exhale, breathe. And then slowly release. You can shake the legs out. And again, on this time, we'll start with the right foot on the ground, left ankle, bring it right above your right kneecap. Then you'll pull the right knee in. If this feels good, say, hey, I got a good enough stretch, you can hold it. If you want to go right into threading the needle, thread the needle through. Yeah, take one more inhale here. If you want to go a little deeper on that exhale, you'll push the right knee towards you and press the left thigh away from the body. And then release. Circle the hips around, shake everything out. All right. Circle the hips around. Inside circles, outside circles. Bring the feet flat to the ground, extend your legs. We haven't done this pose in quite some time. We're gonna take fish pose, all right? So all you're doing is drawing your thighs together. Let me slide back. You're gonna arch your low back. So you're gonna round and lift your low back off of the ground, but you're keeping your butt on the ground. So like a little fish when they're out of water and you see them like flapping, like, oh, I need water, I need water. That's what you wanna do with your back. All right, so you arch in the back, and then you can pull the elbows closer towards the body. See if you can push down into your palms. And then you'll just basically gaze towards, either gaze up or gaze towards the back wall. That's fish pose. Take an inhale in through your nose. Exhale, slowly come out of fish pose. Spread the legs wide, flip your palms up. Breathe in. And breathe out. You'll pull your knees into your chest, but grab your underneath the knees so you're grabbing right at your forearms or wrists. And then gently rock the body to the right side and to the left side. Circle your arms around. Good. Lower the left leg, pull the right knee into the body, and then take spinal twist over towards the left side. Deepen the breath in through the nose and out of the mouth. Good. Switch to the other side. Right leg extends long. Pull the left knee in. Exhale, spinal twist to the right. Engage the core, engage the breath on the inhale. Release the breath on the exhale. And then finally, you'll take a nice happy baby pose. Keep your low back on the ground, keep your knees bent, but press your heels to the sky. Extend the legs one at a time. And then both. You don't have to do the separate leg extension or the full leg extension. Maybe you attempt to do it, but keep the knees micro bent. And then bring the knees in. Kiss your right knee, kiss your left knee. You've come to the end of your practice. Take your Shavasana, either with butterfly knees, where we started in the beginning. You can straighten the legs out. You can flip the palms up to receive a little more love. You can flip the palms down to give a little more love today. And just trust that what you showed up with today was just the right amount of energy, the right amount of focus, the right amount of confidence that you needed. Don't have to give any more or any less. You've done enough. And remember, like I was saying earlier, I was just listening to a podcast. And it's interesting because I've listened to a podcast and an audio book as well. I finished it this weekend. Shonda Rhimes' audio book, The Year of Say Yes. And this podcast this morning was just one of the nuggets that Shonda had dropped on her audiobook. And again, it was just saying, you know, if you are in a space where you want to do something, you want to make a move, you feel like you want to do something, you have a calling, but you don't know what it is just yet, just in this moment. There could be many things that kind of going on in your life that sort of clouds your brain, fogs you, right? Be okay with being still. You don't have to figure it out right now. And maybe the stillness is allowing you the time to sit with it more, to understand more, to be more clear with what it is that you really want to do, what you're really excited about, what really brings you joy. Yes, I'm a person of action as well. I'm also a person of stillness when I get confused. Sometimes I'll just do something. Sometimes, yeah, we do just need to do something because we're constantly stuck in a rut. But if you're not constantly stuck in a rut and you're that person like me that constantly moves, sometimes just be still and wait for more clarity. Nice. When you're ready, come on up to a seated position. You'll close your eyes gently. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And you're just breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for going on this journey with me. Those that are watching later on the Get Yoga Burn platform, thank you for being here. Thank you for bearing with the sound. The mic wasn't properly connected to the right source, but you know, live theater, live yoga, live stream. And those that are watching through Learn It Live, send a comment. Let me know what you think. I haven't met any of you guys in person. I know my tribe that's right here, but I haven't met any of you guys, not in person, but through Zoom person. Let's say that. Thumbs to your third eye center space. Lead with love, joy. Always be kind to yourself. Love your heart. Love yourself. Inhale in through the nose for this final breath for this class. Exhale, breath is out. Peace, blessings. Namaste.